マスターの遺伝子を記憶しましたですの。錬金塔の所有権はマスターに異常。そして先ほどの胸部もみしだきテストも合格ですの。あそこで野獣化するような方なら資格なしとしましたの。
So at this point, I don't think any of us should be surprised by anything that a one Mr. Mochizuki Touya does. But here's the thing. When it comes to Another World with my smartphone, the thing that gets me the most, or that irks me the most, is unnecessary in a way. But it's not the fact that he's conversing with someone who's been around for 5,000 years. It's not the fact that this episode he found another piece of Babylon. It's not the fact that he now has 3 artificial intelligence robot gropey handlers under his command. And it's not the fact that he decided to summon a phoenix at the end of the episode. No, what gets me is this specific thing, okay? In this episode, he is searching for a spell. He is searching for a spell that allows him the ability of flight, okay? And he orders 80 books. So he orders like 50 to 80 books. Like, I mean, a lot of books get put on his table. This man not only doesn't read through any of them, he grabs the first book that's on the table. He grabs it, he flips through 2 pages and goes, there it is. There's flight. So within 13 seconds of him getting delivered all these books, he now has the very thing that he was searching for. Now, I'm not saying that I necessarily wanted to see a scene of him reading through all the books, but maybe he gets dropped off the books, and then maybe we just cut to the next cutscene of him being like, oh, I was up all night, this is the last book, and he flips through, and then now he gets the ability of flight. I just hate the fact that he like grabs the very first book, flips through, and he goes 1, 2, and like, there it is. There's flight right there. There's the thing I've been looking for so much. Like, go burn all these other books. I don't need them anymore. It's just so frustrating. And I know it's silly to harp on, but that's the one thing out of everything that occurred this episode that I actually did enjoy, because we're moving this story along. But that's that one thing that I just got stuck on. I was like, that's unneeded, and they could have done that better without making it just so unbelievable. Okay, regardless, this episode 6, we're back on the Babylon path, so I'm really glad there. He is all gung-ho about restoring and getting the other pieces of Babylon. This episode, he runs into the portion of Babylon that focuses around alchemy. So this is the alchemy ward, and his autonomous AI is Bellflora. To activate her or to imprint on her, he has to grab the booba. And she definitely took him for a wild French kiss ride, so that was enjoyable too. Then the next thing that occurs after that is he's deciding that he's going to go and finally properly tell 𝐒𝐻𝐽𝐸 and 𝐜𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥, or whatever all the girls' names are. He's finally going to go tell all of them, all their parents, that he wants to marry them. He's going to go do it appropriately this time. So he's going to take his time to go and talk to all their parents. So he heads over to 𝐻𝐻𝐸's house, and he offers to duel the dad. Regardless, the dad and mom both give 𝐻𝐻𝐸 up officially. Then he goes over to 𝐿𝐧𝐴's and Lindsay's house. He talks to her uncle and their family. They agree as well. They're like, yo, please take care of our precious daughters and everything. So he finally was able to do that. So I was like, okay, that's a big win in my book for this episode. I was like, I really like the fact that he did that. Then, while he's in the same town of 𝐜𝐴 and Linz, he takes out some bears. He completes some tasks for them. And we finally get to see 𝐜𝐴 again. Is that his name? 𝐜𝐴? Was his name 𝐜𝐴? Yeah, I believe his name's 𝐜𝐴. And he is the time traveler at this point that we have to assume. He calls himself the Traveler. We're just gonna say he's the time traveler. He casually drops that he was around 5,000 years ago. Man hasn't aged at all. So he basically says his goal is to follow around wherever the king's core is and whatever world that happens to be. So apparently he can just travel through worlds as well. But his job is to go and protect the worlds from this. We find out the phases, the things that are causing this world-ending calamity, are actually in search of the king's core. Apparently, they want to find their leader or somebody. They want to find the king to lead them. Once again, they need the core. So again, just reigniting an interesting element and reigniting an interesting storyline once again. Then Touya at the end decides that he needs to go and hurry up this speediness of recovering Babylon, and just searching the way he has been isn't working. He needs to go and find the storehouse. He needs to go and find the library. So he decides that this episode, based on the recommendation of Kohaku and the snake one, the black whatever it is, that they need to summon the Flame Emperor. So he does. Flame Emperor, he names it 𝐜𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥, and he sends birds everywhere to go and look for the pieces of Babylon. So again, story-wise, we're on the right track once again. I just really hated that one moment of him finding the fly spell. That irritated me to no end. But regardless, episode was really good. Enjoyed it. Can't wait to meet the pink-haired elf girl. Can't wait to meet the night girl. And I can't wait till the moment that he decides to marry our fairy. All right, let me know what you guys thought about episode number 6 in the comments down below. Appreciate you guys being here another week. We'll see you next week for episode number 7. All right, peace.